I woke up this morning, I looked out the door, and the view was just stunning. I am more excited now than I've been at any other time on the trip. There's something very special about making an attempt to climb to the top of the world. Oh, I don't even know if I feel like going now, because the scenery is so awe-inspiring. Look at that glacier. I've arrived in Rombok because this is where people mass to make their assault on Everest. And as you can see, the Jandals finally have had their day. It's really sunny, and the temptation is to wear the Jandals up to base camp, which is about 8.5 kilometres. Oh, you see, good tramping boots. These are Ponsonby tramping boots. Even though it's only 8.5 kilometres, it's going to take maybe 2.5 hours to get there because the air is really thin. But I've got to say, this is the most excited I've been. It's such an iconic mountain, and I'm climbing up it. Not, of course, all the way to the top. I'm hoping that my physique is good enough to get me to base camp, because I know 8.5 kilometres doesn't sound far, but... I've just passed the checkpoint up here, which is run by the Chinese. It's only been in place for the last couple of weeks, and they put it in place so that no one can drive up to base camp. You have to either walk or rent a donkey and a cart, and it's 5,000 metres here. Base camp is 5,220, something like that. And you have to walk slowly. I mean, I've just been walking now for maybe, I don't know, I suppose 50 metres at the most. And I'm out of breath, and I've got 8.5 kilometres to go. The Chinese are allowed to drive up here. There's gazelle. See, it's sights like that that keep you going. Obviously, they're not Chinese gazelle, or they'd be driving vehicles. I've just noticed, and this isn't oxygen deprivation, there is a man's face in the snow where some this is oxygen deprivation, where some mystical being has carved a man's face in the snow. I mean, vaguely it looks like Stephen Hawking to me. That's perhaps a little cruel. I think I'm more than halfway now, and I'm just absolutely shickered. So anyway, look at this. All that trouble to buy that oxygen that didn't work. This is marvellous. It's very light. It's all in Chinese except for the word oxygen, which is all I needed to know. And it works like this. You just put it up. Look at this road. It goes zigzags right up here. I've just seen some four-wheel drives coming down. It's so depressing. I feel like Ernest Shackleton when everything went to shit on him. very hard. I know I'm going to make it to base camp because, look at that there. I'm going to save all of that by just going up there. I reckon that's, what, 20 metres tops? Nah, 15 metres tops. I'm going to scurry up there like a gazelle. Oh, shit. This is the Henry face of Everest. No one ever has done this before. I have to concentrate a bit, as I'm a bit woozy. Right then, I see another shortcut. His name is Da, and he's not a donkey, he's a pony. I can see it. Almost to the top of Everest. Oh, God. So the wind is bitterly cold now. I've put on some lip stuff, which is nice. And it must be just around this pile of shite. I'm booked into a tent here for the night, which they call Hotel California. This is it, I'm here. This is Base Camp Everest. It's pretty cool. Got a sore leg. Hello, chaps. As I lie here, I'm thinking about all of the others that have sat in this very tent around these very tables drinking. There are things scrawled on the walls from the climbers who've come back after conquering Everest, and they would have come straight into this tent here and drunk themselves silly. And there are also the other memories, the people who have sat around here and have enjoyed a beer or a chat and who have never made it down from the mountain because they've died. So I'm looking forward to probably a sleepless night as I listen to the wind. It's about -3, -4 outside, but the wind chill factor is such that if you need to go to the toilet in the night, you may never ever come back.